Have you ever wondered how strong the health of astronauts should be? Will the opinion of a professor specializing in space biology and medicine be authoritative for you? Let's take a look at some health promotion tips from the world-famous Russian professor Ivan Pavlovich Neumyvakin. Please give us a like and let's get started. He began his scientific endeavor by searching for the boundary between health and disease, wondering why people get sick. His interest in this topic led him to explore the possibilities of applying the methods of formal medicine to space conditions. His doctoral dissertation, containing 40 copyrighted invention certificates, proved to be a priority not only in the field of space, but also today. His attempts to introduce innovations from space medicine into system-wide healthcare met fierce resistance, believing that he was undermining the authority of domestic science. Eventually, he discovered a universal cause underlying human disease. This cause caused him to disagree with conventional medicine, which offered its own cures. He argued that we are an energy system, similar to a living machine with a conveyor belt inside and a mouth. And the mouth is a crushing system where it is important not only to swallow food but also to chew it thoroughly, accompanying this process with drinking. The brain is a computer that determines the body's needs depending on the type of food. For example, meat requires more concentrated hydrochloric acid than bread or porridge. But, alas, many of us swallow food without taking care to process it properly. The hydrochloric acid needed to digest food is dissolved in water, which then enters the food. A decrease in acid concentration causes undigested food to turn into sludge and metabolic waste, which is the cause of many diseases. Excessive food intake puts extra strain on the organs, becoming a job for doctors. Diseases don't come instantly, but they come when we don't watch our lifestyle. He advises drinking less harmful liquids, which he believes means favoring pure water. This is the only liquid that actually quenches the thirst of cells. Mineral water and carbonated drinks, on the other hand, can put additional strain on the body, as the cells will have to cleanse them of unnecessary components. Thus, his study shows that in order to maintain good health, you not only need to carefully watch your diet, but also consume fluids properly. Cleanse your body, and you will have the key to longevity and good health. Now that you understand the importance of avoiding unclean fluids, let me share what I learned from his study. This knowledge can change the way you look at diseases, including serious ones like cancer and AIDS. The root cause of most diseases, including atherosclerosis, hypertension, and arrhythmia, is related to a condition in the body where cells begin to live in a putrid, oxygen-free environment. This condition triggers mutations that become markers for cancer. According to his study, cancer cells are present in any body, even healthy ones. However, they are usually suppressed by the immune system. When a person is weakened, such as by stress, poor diet, or impaired body functions, musculoskeletal, circulatory, respiratory, digestive, with limited motor activity, these cells begin to multiply. In fact, cancer cells fulfill an important role. They are a kind of indicator that good and evil are always present, but must be balanced. They are a reminder that good must be controlled, otherwise evil can get out of control. If a person suppresses the good in him or herself through stress, lack of exercise, or poor diet, good gives way to evil. This imbalance can be a prerequisite for the development of various diseases, including cancer. Therefore, it is important to maintain balance in the body, monitor physical activity, eat right, and fight stress. This will help not only to maintain health, but also to prevent many diseases that are often considered incurable. Professor Neumyvakin even decided to create a wellness center offering a 3-week program without using enemas to cleanse the body. During this time, he noticed that people got rid of such problems as hypertension, which even cardiology centers cannot always cure. His method is based on semi-starvation and the use of special phyto-teas to cleanse the blood, liver, kidneys, and pancreas. This approach allows patients with diseases that are usually considered incurable to see improvement in just 3 to 6 months. Patients who were previously bedridden begin to recover and can once again serve themselves independently. The secret to their success is that they saturate their cells with pure water, a crucial factor that is often ignored by doctors. Water, as the best electrolyte, is a key source of energy for mitochondria, which cannot function without it. The organ that is the first to suffer from water deficiency is the brain, which can lead to irritability, headaches, migraines, and fatigue. We consider today's numbers and official diagnoses to be relative. We believe that cancer and AIDS are a consequence, not a result. The belief that these diseases are temporary makes a person first realize his mistakes in life, repent of his sins, ask for forgiveness, and then set himself up for healing. This approach, he believes, overcomes any destructive factors. In this way, he offers people to heal themselves, and the results surprise not only him but also the patients themselves. Interesting is his assertion that the main pump for pumping fluids in the body is located below the navel. Adult height can vary from 160 to 180 centimeters, and body fluids are pulled downward by gravity, requiring a lift from the bottom to the top. The pelvic muscles, which contain blood vessels, act as pumps of sorts. By contracting, they push the blood upward. However, if a person does not exercise his body, does not train the muscles of the trunk and legs, it can lead to atherosclerosis and varicose veins. An important aspect is also the quality of blood, which clots due to lack of water. The heart has to spend more effort to push it through the blood vessels, which can lead to various heart diseases. Exceptionally thick blood can cause left ventricular hypertrophy and then arrhythmias and heart attacks. Therefore, it is important to support the body with water-rich blood rather than thick blood. However, how do we get people to drink water in the right amount? This question remains an open question. Few people know that water should be drunk 10-15 minutes before meals, 1-2 glasses. It passes freely through the small curvature of the stomach and accumulates in the area of the 12 peritoneum, where alkaline is accumulated. As a result, alkaline water does not acidify the stomach but alkalizes it. Traditional beverages such as compotes do not always have the same effect as water. Interestingly, even rinsing your mouth should only be done after a meal and 1.5 to 2 hours after eating meat. In addition, it is important to realize that drinking water on an empty stomach can cause negative effects. Therefore, it is recommended to drink water half an hour before eating and refrain from eating if you have no appetite. Ultimately, water plays an important role in our health, and its proper consumption becomes the key to keeping the body in balance. Prof. Neumyvakin said, "Look at people after the age of 60 to 70 when they start drinking about 2 liters of pure water a day. Their wrinkles smooth out, their intestines start working properly in water. Cells are bathed in this basis of life. So it becomes obvious how important it is to drink plenty of water, especially on an empty stomach. But where to get clean water? Pure water, as already emphasized, is not the kind of water you can buy in bottles. It's acidic, with a pH between 6.5 and 7. So how do you make living water? It turns out that ordinary tap water will do. Bring it not to a boil, but to the formation of small bubbles to preserve its structure. Such living water will become a kind of source of health and rhythm of life." One of the issues raised by Neumyvakin is related to the time of eating. He emphasizes that if you eat after 7 in the evening, you can hardly become healthy. This is due to the work of the pancreas, which secretes insulin. It is active from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., processing food, and should sleep after that. Thus, it is not only what we eat, but also when we eat that matters. Professor Neumyvakin often touches on the topics of spirituality and the wisdom of creation, emphasizing that we, focusing on the material, often forget about the spiritual. He raises important questions about the relationship between man and the world around him, and urges us to change our attitude to life in accordance with higher principles and laws. Many other health tips Professor Neumyvakin look for on our channel. Subscribe to the channel, put a like and watch these useful videos. We look forward to your comments.